Transformers issue 16. Yes, let's do this. We're going to use my space system: story, pacing, artistry, characters, enjoyment. Each category gets a score between 0 and 2. 2 is the best you can get. I'm going to give the storyline a 1.5 for this one. I've really loved this comic book. I think it's awesome. It's one of the best comic books that I'm reading. This particular one, I'm starting to lose a little bit of like exactly what the focus is. There seems like a lot of stuff's being introduced now very quickly. We have Devastator and Bruticus fighting. We sort of have Starscream's little faction of guys, and we have Soundwave's kind of Decepticons. And then there's the Autobots, but even they're sort of divided because there's Alita's little group of people. There's Optimus's little group of people. And Megatron comes back at the very end. So there's just like a lot going on in this comic. Battle Beast is coming, though. Can't wait for the Battle Beast. That's awesome. So still giving it a 1.5 out of 2. I really enjoying the story. I love the way this is kind of progressing. Just maybe it's getting a little bit like too much going on, but I'm okay to follow it. I'm a Transformers guy, so I kind of know who all the characters are and what's happening. So on that, from that perspective, it is really cool. The pacing, I'll give it a 1.5 for the pacing as well. There's some decent fights here with some story. Again, because you're following many, many different characters' pathways, it starts to get a little bit like, okay, wait, what's going on? But there is lots of fighting. Thundercracker, who's one of my favorites, shows up here, has a little bit of a talk with Starscream. That's really neat. Elita and Cliff Jumper, and I think, is it Blue Streak, who they're on Cybertron doing a little mini mission. So the pacing's very good. So 1.5 out of 2 for the pacing. I do like the pacing a lot. The art, I'm going to give it a 1.5. I teeter between 1.5 and 2. I'm sort of like, I kind of love the art sometimes, and sometimes I'm like, it's a bit too, sometimes I can't tell exactly what's going on. It's not the Michael Bay Transformers where you're like, it's just like a jumbled bunch of gears. It's definitely better than that. And you can tell what's going on. So I still love the art. I just don't like, I'm not like dying over it. Like, it's really good. So 1.5. For the characters, I will give it a 2 out of 2 though. I love Soundwave here. I love Starscream. I love Thundercracker. I like Elita 1. Cliff Jumper has really moved up. I think that was the point of this series, to kind of push Cliff Jumper up into the spotlight more, because Bumblebee used to get all that spotlight, and they were sort of the similar kind of car. They weren't exactly the same car though, but anyway, they're sort of the little guys, I love this stuff at the end here with Laserbeak, where Megatron is able to connect to Laserbeak and use his eyes. That's kind of neat. Yeah, I like lots of good stuff. Not too much Optimus. I don't think there was any Optimus Prime in this issue. No, there wasn't any Optimus Prime, really. It was mostly Alita's character for the Autobots. But yeah, really good characters. And I'm still going to give my enjoyment score factor of 2 out of 2. I still really, really enjoy this comic. I think it's amazing. It's great to have Transformers back. I actually thought G.I. Joe this week was really good too. I've stopped reviewing G.I. Joe because I've stopped picking up the physical book, and I switched over to digital for that one. And I don't really review digital comics. I like to show you the comic in hand if possible. But anyway, Transformers, really great. 8.5 out of 10 for this one. Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are on Transformers, particularly this issue, plus the whole series in general. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you subscribe, and there's a lot of Transformer stuff on here, so check all that out. Thanks for watching.
Hey friends, you've just been listening to J-Man, and he is the smartest person who ever lived. So make sure you like and subscribe.